Howdy folks! On this episode, please join us as we tour the International Masonry Institute in Bowie, Maryland. We learn to weld and we check out Washington, D.C., and we find ourselves in the middle of a Trump protest.
The International Masonry Institute is located in Bowie, Maryland. It's a partnership between members of the International Union of Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers and the contractors who employ them. The union was founded in 1865 as an American union, and in 1881, Canada joined to make it an international union. At this center, they teach our members rain screen wall systems, brick, cement and plastering, concrete masonry, stone, tile, marble, terrazzo, restoration, waterproofing, pointing, caulking, cleaning, and related masonry crafts, and as well welding.
They also do a pre-apprenticeship program for people who have never been in the trades before. The whole facility, floor to ceiling, is made out of masonry, from the dorms to the training center. As masons, this is an incredible sight to see. If you live in the area, you can drive here daily. Or if you're like us, you can fly here and stay on the campus for free. They will house you and feed you while you are doing your course. The food here is amazing. They have red sealed chefs that cook you breakfast, lunch, and supper. You will not go hungry while you stay here. Honestly, we had to cut out a meal because there was just so much food.
They also have a van on site, so if you need to go to the bank or to Target, you'll be able to do so after class. And on the weekends, they have a drop-off and pickup at the train station if you are wanting to head downtown to do some sightseeing. Our teacher, Mr. K, was the best. He has a wealth of knowledge and talent in the welding industry. The weld shop is pretty sweet too. It's set up by Lincoln Electric with individual booths for every student.
They also have a couple VR welding machines that we gotta take a stab at before we actually started welding. So here's the slightly embarrassing moment of having to do our first welds in front of each other.
Oh, you know what? Make sure.
Once Kay showed us how to weld our practice plates together, he laid down a fat bead to show us what to do, and we were off to the races.
This stuff is pretty much the way it wasn't, right? I'm telling you guys, if you just get in your Cadillac mode or your cruise control.
Oh, God.
After a busy week of welding, we hopped on the train and headed to Washington, D.C. for a weekend of sightseeing. Our first stop of the day was the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History. Super cool dinosaurs. Now we're outside at the National Mall, and it definitely is as cold as it looks. The People's Choice protests were happening in front of the Lincoln Memorial this day. There was a lot of really cool signs, and one of my favorites was the giant flag that said "Witches Revolt," and I kind of wish I had that sign.
The weekend was over and it was back in the shop for another week of welding. With the weekend here and more sights to see, we all jumped in the van and headed back to DC.
Yeah, but I definitely made some noise.
You need a fanny pack. A fanny pack. Fanny packs are cool, man. You can get sick ones.
I disagree.
Well, all the kids are wearing these days. It would go well with your LeBrons.
Searching for the truth, walking away, getting close to you. Another day, I keep searching for the truth. Not easy to feel lost. It's easy to feel lost. It's hard to let go of time when no.
This is us arriving at the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum.
It's easy. There's no clear answer why. I'm keeping track of time. Never satisfied. The wait for a new day. Walking away, getting close to you. Another day, I keep searching for the truth. Walking away, getting close to you. Another day, I keep searching for the truth. Not easy to feel lost. It's easy to feel lost.
Steve and I were lucky enough to catch a flight into outer space.
It's easy. Baby, that way. I wanna tell you. I wanna break through. Who's to obey? It's not easy to feel lost. It's easy to find close. It's hard to let go of time. It's easy.
Yeah, don't make them my days tonight. Balls of steel.
After the Airspace Museum, we headed to the National Gallery of Art.
We would now like to introduce you to our friend Steve.
They're not wearing blades.
I wish we could have spent the rest of the day at the art gallery. There was so much to see. It's a huge museum. But we had to make our way to the Capitol building and then to the Library of Congress.
We're back in the shop for a couple days perfecting our skills for the exam.
But there's always time for shenanigans, of course.
That's a wrap on our welding course, and we're headed back home to Alberta.
Like and subscribe.